to the mafia.
So enjoying the last few moments of Las Vegas, hitting the strip, riding it up and down for the last time, and saying goodbye in the proper way. And your boy Carcino is checking out. I spent a lot of money here. I tried to get it back at the tables. They wasn't having it. They was like, we know you. No way. You gotta pay now. Stuck at these lights, man. That's one thing. They gotta fix these lights, dude. These lights are a mess. We was going through these lights before, and like it was easier today, but at night, ooh, the lights is brutal. All right, here we go. Like that midnight game we used to play on PS2. Hitting it. Yeah, this prostitute asked me if I want a date. I ain't no way in the world I'm gonna date no prostitute with stains all on her shirt. And I'm like, let me know when the world you been all night. Oh man, that's a classic. That was a classic video, classic night, classic time. And I use that to be the intro for a reason, because that should segue us into where we are today. Classics should be left alone. Quit messing with classics. I mean, my goodness. Cardi B did a remake to Imaginary Player, and I thought it was a joke. I thought it was some AI stuff. And then I said, wait a minute. This is really Cardi B. There's a music video to this? Somebody approved this. Well, I was not happy. To say the least, I was not happy. I said, what the heck is this? And I said, man, oh man, hey, Burundi, we're going to do the fantasy football draft this Friday. I haven't finalized it yet for our league. The one that we're in, but it's full already, so I'm going to close it out and set the date probably for this Friday. They say the song is Renee and Angie. I know it's Renee and Angie. I know that. And we all know it's Renee and Angie. That's Jay-Z's favorite group. That was his favorite band growing up, was Renee and Angie. So for him to remake that song, he made it a hit again. So don't remake the remake. Now, if you wanted to take the instrumental and make your own song, that's what I'm saying. If she would have just took the instrumental from Renee and Angie and made her own song, we would not be having this conversation. But she took Imaginary Players from JAYZ and tried to remake it because she's using his lyrics in the rhyme. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. She probably never heard of Renee and Angie. She probably only heard JAYZ. And I'm like, no, this is a miss, a big miss. And all you're going to do is tick off people that really love that song. I'm like, man, you made me don't even want to listen to it. How bad that was. But it was like, it's a generation that never heard Jay-Z's Imaginary Players, and now they get to hear this? This is a way worse version than all of it. I'm like, I would feel gypped. It was like if somebody bought me some knockoff Jordans, and I'm like, yo, I got the Jordans, and I go in front of people that got Jordans for real, and they be like, those ain't Jordans. I don't know what that is. Sorry. So, you're right. And you're going to put your kid in a bad predicament. Right. Instead of the 85 Jordans, you got the stadiums. They had the knockoff Jordans called stadiums. They had the only thing different is they didn't have a Nike logo. And the quality was a lot cheaper. But they were called stadiums. And they had, instead of the Nike swoosh, it had a little thing where two lines go up. And it was like stadiums over the Jordans. And that was crazy. I don't know who, like her fans. I don't even know if this is for her fans. Like it's like, whoa, what is this? And this is what we talk about artists and creativity. And we always talk about that. Like, man, they afraid to take a risk to be artists. They always in search of a hit. And I don't know who the people they have around them that tell them this gonna work. Like your thing is bongos and WAP, and that's your fan base. If you trying to switch up your fan base now and like, yo, I'm imaginary player, and I'm like, oh my God, this was not it. Yo, the video is out right now. JAYZ imaginary player. I'm just like, this is a miss. I don't know what made her do this record, but this was not anything. Like Cardi normally make good like records that's gonna perform well, and you know it's gonna perform well. Even her features, you knew Cardi. I'm like, man, she can't make it. She ain't got a miss. She jump on the track and it's hot. Cardi normally, yeah, straight backing it up. Yeah, straight backing it up. I'm like, she was every feature. She was doing the right thing on everything except for this. This is so far out the wheelhouse that it's like, what is it even doing here? I don't. You're not becoming versatile when you're coming out copying somebody's song. That's not versatility. Yo, you got short though, little to no though. You sell a bunch of records and you still old though. I'm I'm like, damn, like how bad can this record get? I'm like, oh my God, she don't even know how to flow to this record. That's how bad it is. It's like they threw out there, they said, look, taxes is due. This divorce is costing you a fortune. You need to get out there and make some more money, Cardi. Go ahead, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna take one of JAYZ songs. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Here we go. Yo, I spit the hottest shit. That's the next one I thought I did. Fed down, follow me down. Me telling yo, you beer money. I'm all year money. I'm Cardi. You ain't gotta count it. It's all their money. I'm like, get me out of this nightmare. If I'm JAYZ, I'm cringing in my chair. This is worse than Bobby Brown having to listen to Britney Spears do My Prerogative. Bobby Brown still can't get over that. Bobby Brown was, man, that was tough. Having to watch Britney Spears. He just got his masters back. He just got all his masters back. It reverted back to him. And he's so happy now because he don't have to listen to somebody. He's like, now they got to get my permission before they can do something like mess up my prerogative. Jeez, he still ain't over that Britney Spears thing, man. I'm like, I wouldn't be over it either. I don't know if time's up, but this is why you can't go, I'm gonna make one album and then put out a bunch of singles. Every 3 years, I'm gonna put out a new single. You can't keep doing that and thinking everybody is, everything is everything. Because eventually that lifestyle catch up to you and you gotta be able to provide. You gotta put on. She did not put on. I'm telling you. That was not a good outing. That's what I'm saying. This gave me, and I never understood it. They thinking because of what happened with Shabuzi doing everybody get tipsy, he turned that to a country song hit. Yes, for white folks. I don't see no black folks nowhere who remember that song. Everybody in the club get tipsy. I know when I heard it, I said, what? They made a country song? I thought it was T-Pain that made that. I'm like, T-Pain, boy, he gonna get paid. Or they gonna have to clear with him. But he turned this to a #1 hit. But this is what get me. Country be talking about they don't like rap, and I'm like, country, you are so stupid because all y'all do is rap. Y'all just do bad rap. But it's rap. Every country song is a rhyme. Took off her shoes, she put it by the door. She came in and I called her a whore. Her man that she was with was in the truck. I said, get out and you're going to get fucked up. I mean, what are they talking about? Everything in the country record is rap. And they got a problem with rap. Like, get your hypocritical ass out here. I got the knife, you got the gun. Come on down, we about to have a little fun. I be like, y'all, that's all y'all do is rap. Y'all were the first rap. Moonshine rap. Moonshine rap. Exactly. So it ain't even about that, but they took a rap hit and turned that into a doggone country song hit, and it had to be a brother to do it. And he said, hey, I'm just gonna make it more country and see how it goes. And sure enough, white folks ate it up. They like the original. Now Shabuzi he didn't got what's his name paid. The guy who made it, Jay, whatever his name is, they didn't got him paid. So he's living it up right now. Thank you. Everybody continue to get tipsy. This is like Rick James and Can't Touch This. Now Rick James they let MC Hammer, he had control over the record. He was mad at first, so they gave him that check, and he was, man, I like MC Hammer. We all good. I can make a country album in a whole week. It'd be Carcino, country legend. It just be me, and you can't even see that I'm black. I have my country hat on. I be dipped down. They be, I like that Carcino guy. They gonna be, wait, that's a Negro. I'll be sitting there with my country hat on, and I have some gloves. I'll be fully dressed and just got my head down and pull the hat down. The new Carcino out. Country Carcino. That's what I like, that Country Carcino. The way he talked about that remind me of my Sarah. That was an honest mistake. Didn't know she was my cousin. What I'm supposed to do? Get back the 3 babies I had with her? I was drunk, and so was she. She ain't know either. Oh, yeah. Number one hit song, Kissing Cousins. Dun, 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 dun. One of those nights, all I saw was lies. She had a big red dress, and I think I was impressed. All I could hear was a voice. I didn't have no choice. She had a sweet smell of oil. Sound like some STP classic. Oh, she was doing flips like gymnastics, dancing on the bar. I went past my truck, and then we did it in her car. Oh, we sat back and shared the smoke. Oh, it wasn't no joke. And then when she told me who her family was, I almost choked. I said, man, that my family too. I ain't see you at no barbecue. She said I had to really work, but my auntie, she drove my truck. I said, oh my God, you my cousin. She said, oh my God, I wanted you to be my husband. And then we were stuck, and then it's all messed up. It ain't my fault we kissing cousins. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, they would have a #1 hit. I could make a country album in a week. I could make a country album in a week, and it would probably be the #1 album in the world. They'll never know it's me. They be like, a black guy made that? There's no way. I love that country car seat though, babe. Country car seat though, babe. They said he was this bum from Akron. And he damn sure love asking. He dreamed a pigskin called a ball. He thought that he was tall, that he would be the best thing going. Even though Jordan did it better. Well, I remember when the Bulls won. I had a championship sweater. But here comes this LeBron, thinking he better than God. And then he keep on losing in the finals. And then we found out he's a fraud. That's why I always say, fuck LeBron. He ain't nothing but a con man. Thinking he better than the world. And he ain't better than no Jordan. Hey, I'm telling you, we can do that album in a week. Now, we'll knock that album out in a week. Now, let me tell you about this. Now, here's the problem with Cardi. She's been gone so long. She has all this music that she recorded, thinking she'll just put it out when she was ready, and it's dated. All that music is dated, and then now all the songs that she did, she put this out, and I made a video for it. I'm like, you don't make a video for a song unless you know it's gonna be a hit. You don't do that. You don't go make you make the video later. She put the video out with the single like this is the one, meaning that you test this song out with people around you. That's how you know you got the wrong people around you. This ain't no everybody in the club get tipsy one. This ain't no tipsy remake. This is bad. Bad remake. Imaginary Player wasn't even a single. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even released really as a single. It had a video on a whole DVD with everything else. It wasn't even really released as a single. No, Cardi's in a position where she's got a lot of yes people around her, and she's following the narratives. You know, she's following whatever they put out in front of her, and that's just it. You know, that's what she's doing now. So everybody's following suit. Back then, people was getting paid more off the single. Was Biggie had read. This is where Diddy and Biggie came in to understand what the process was. He was making more off the singles than he was in his own album. So he was like, man, I do a feature, I'm getting paid more money than I am on my album. So that's why he was on remixes. They kept doing a remix and making a maxi CD, and that's basically like another disc. That's another like less than a CD, but it's like $6.99, and you only had to do a couple of bars on it. So people who was buying the album were getting screwed over. Like if you bought Method Man album in 1990, about the early 90s, that's when they started to screw people over. Because they would have with the, I think Digital Underground came out with the very first EP. Said this is an EP, and nobody knew what the hell an EP was. And it was just a single with more songs. And they had the Packet Man remix on there. Yeah, he's the Packet Man. Yeah, he's the Packet. Yeah, he's the Packet. Yeah, he's the Packet Man. Yeah, he's the Packet Man. They had the remix. So it was like, whoa, that was a remix. It was a whole different version. It was an EP release. So that was the first one. So when Diddy said he created the remix, I'm like, I wouldn't say that. There was remixes way before you. Marley Marl was the remix king. Remix king. He remixed "Jingling Baby." He remixed all these songs to make them a hit. I like the original "Jingling Baby." The other one was more of a party mix. Then he remixed to the Break of Dawn, you know, and it was like, okay, he made a remix to a lot of songs. So if anybody is the king of the remix, it would be Marley Marl. You better park that big black truck in this little garage. Oh God. Yes, Fox is a better rapper, definitely. Fox was Fox had the voice and Fox had the flow. She couldn't write to save her life, but if you wrote a dope rhyme, Fox would destroy you. Broken Silence is the best Foxy Brown album. The first one was a commercial album to make money. The second one was a flop, and the third one, Broken Silence, was like her saying, "It's me." Oh yeah, I mean, did they forget about the Pink Cookies remix? Pink cookies in the plastic bag. Right, that Pink Cookies version is not even on Apple Music. I'm pissed about that. I can't get that version. I gotta watch the video. The one that they made the video for is a whole different version. Because in the early '90s, that's what they did to music. They took the song and they remade it over and over again, different ways. Method Man and the RZA them really kicked that off with they made a video to "You're All I Need to Get By." I already did the whole story behind that. Puff was not happy about the video version using RZA's version. They used RZA's version for that, and they put Mary J in there. Puff did a remix and put it on the album because Puff, they was like, for the video, Puff wanted to use his version. They went with what's his name version, because that was supposed to be on Mary J. Blige's album. Like Meth was doing an album, and so they were trying to see where the song was gonna go, all kind of stuff. So after that blew up with Mary, and they did that feature, he wanted Meth to jump on another track and get him to do a feature, and he was like, "I'm gonna need a car." He was like, "All right, bet." He's like, "What kind of car?" And he was just joking. Because he had did the what and all this stuff, man. And he ended up doing that song, and man, they put Mary on the track, and that was it. Yeah, he gave Meth a car. Meth was like, "Man, I got a car." Normally, I was just doing it for like 5,000, 2,500. I didn't know people. I can get a car for a feature. I'm like, boy, you don't even know how much a feature would really cost. Yeah, they'll pay you a car. He's like, man, the next day I had a car out there delivered. Now, all right, Jermaine Dupri did remixes. I was like, come on, Puff. Can't claim that. RZA did it. The RZA was charging people 20,000 a session back then, which is low money compared to what they was doing. Some people now, it built up to where Timberland was getting like a 500,000 a track. Dr. Dre was getting 250,000. I mean, it was crazy. The budget increased. But if you know your worth, you know your worth. So they did the All I Need, and that's not on the album. So if you bought the album, you got screwed. So that's why people were buying maxi tapes. That's why my mom don't have all eyes on me. But she got the How Do I Want It single. That's how she heard Hit 'Em Up. And boy, oh boy, I told you that was an unearthing when Hit 'Em Up came on. Cause I'm like, what does my mom do with Hit 'Em Up? She's like, no, that's the How Do I Want It. So I like that one. Cause she only heard the radio version of How Do You Want It? So she was, hey, how do you want it? So she went the maxi single. Then all of a sudden she cleaning the house and all she hears, that's why FJB, you fat mother. What side? Bad boy killer. Say, what is this? First off, Uncle Mention is that you claim West Side when we ride come equipped with game. You claim to be a player. Oh my God, my mom's world was shook. She didn't know what that was. That thing shook her up. She in there cleaning. How do you want it? How do you feel? And all of oh my God, man, that just ruined my mom whole day. And it was blasted down in Hawaii. It was a good thing she's in Hawaii. That was shocking the world. Yeah, in Hawaii, that's how I heard all these remixes and songs that never came out. And JAYZ's song that he did a freestyle that had never came out when he was talking about see you at the platinum party. All that stuff when he was going platinum and all this. And then they had the Bad Boy song back then. Nobody had heard it back then, and I had it. Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You'll see. Game I played, life ended. Yeah, what you gonna do when Papa catch an attitude? Drop to your knees and show gratitude. Kiss my ring, it's a Frank White thing. I stay potent. It's a devoted. Take my dick and deep throat it. I don't know. You'll see. I don't know. You'll see. Bad boy, bad boy. And Jay-Z took that verse and gave it to Foxy Brown. And this was unreleased Biggie material. Smoking cigars in Bogota with Colombians in Panama named Enrique and it. I said, oh no. So that's what I knew then. I was like, because I remember I'm like, that's unreleased material. Like, dog, people ain't stupid. Like, if I caught it, everybody caught it. When you had gave it, and he gave it to Foxy Brown, he knew not to say it for himself. He wrote that rhyme for Foxy Brown, and she don't know. So she's saying a Biggie line that from an album, I mean, from a song that ain't released, and Biggie dead. So I'm like, so now if they release it, it would be like, oh man, that's the Foxy verse. You published that and printed that before Big had ever put it out. It still ain't out. It's so much that they did behind the scenes, scurrying, trying to come up with stuff, ideas that failed, that never saw the light of day. It's just, it's tragic what people do for $1. You know what I'm saying? What people do for $1, man, is crazy, man. Hit the like button too while y'all in here. Definitely hit the like button up. People have no idea the stuff they do, man, and it's consequences behind all of it. Sooner or later, somebody got to see the reaper. Now, if Cardi B tape is way better than this, and this is just a throwaway jam, I hope so for her sake. Because if you've been to come out with an album, it's got to hit. Because you've been gone for so long. You've been in the public eye, but they've been playing all your old songs forever. They still play I Like It Like That. All the Latinos, they love that. And she thought, but I'm like, I Like It Like That was a hit before Cardi B grabbed it. This wasn't a this wasn't a hit. This was some just thrown together BS. So now it's like, okay, you just threw this together and said, there you go. Here it is. We present it to you. And it's like, word? This is what I get? This is the thank you? It's cringe. All of it is cringe worthy. I never saw any of that, bro. I mean, to be honest, I didn't. All I saw was that this wasn't the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they say, what's the way? This ain't the way. This is not the way to go. I wish everybody the best who rhyming, but this ain't the way. No. See, that's the thing. People don't know about Jay. Jay never said you was his homie. That's what all these guys get wrong. It's like Jay never said y'all was ride or die to the end. Jay said, hey, I gotta do my own thing. Dame just Dame was too much of himself for everybody in the room. Not everybody gonna like that approach. But on the Patreon, I'm gonna tell you about Dame Dash. You see, that's one thing people don't recognize or realize is that Dame Dash, there's a reason he's the way he is. You know what I'm saying? There's a real reason why he's kind of messed up in the head. So that's why I was telling people, okay, this is why I was telling people to go ahead and do their thing because they don't really recognize like what's happening and they stay behind. They don't normally go out and do the things that they're doing because they be all in their own world. They be engulfed in so much BS. None of these people really understand the patterns of behavior and what they doing and stuff. So, well, it's like this. If you love what you do, you love the people around you, you love your situation, you love everything about yourself, you and you believe in the work and you believe in the product, and when you listen to it, you think it's a hit. But other ears around is looking like you got to really believe in the hit. And I just don't think she's even trusting herself to listen to it and feel it. I just think she put out this song and just was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be a homage to JAYZ, and I'm just looking like this is crap, and I can't believe somebody was there. If I was in this, I would say, look, this ain't it. You can put this on the album, but do not make a video for this and like coin this is my come out, this is my rollout, because you're gonna be misleading your fans. If they think this your rollout, they're gonna be, Cardi then kind of fell off. The state of hip hop is the thing is it's not in shambles if they stop blocking hip hop. Hip hop gets blocked. The real hip hop that's out there, you gotta dig and scrape to go find it. And that's the problem. It's like, man, everybody gotta go strip down and find the issue. We gotta go save hip hop. It's like, come on, man, hip hop was straight. It didn't need no support from none of these people. I tell people all the time, I say, look, who's your best friend? And when you find your best friend, you go talk to him and you say, hey, look, I'm gonna let you listen to this. I need your honest ear. What you think of this track? That's the thing about your friends, right? You know who your friends are. You know if your friend is a hater. You know the one friend that's just funny. You know the one that's just like they organized, they reliable. You know your friends, right? You know which one is which. If this person said they're gonna be there at 3:05 and 3:05 they there, you can count on. So you know who gonna give you what opinion. So the guy that's a hater, you kind of want them to hear it, to see how they gonna hate on it anyway. But it's like, is he hating on it because it's good? Is he hating on it because it's bad? You can tell. So they almost like your meter. So the hater tell me, oh yeah, you gonna put this out? All right, man, go on for it. Yeah, that's good. I'd be like, nah, this ain't the one. I'm gonna be like, oh no, this is a hit. This is a straight hit. He he really ain't got no words. He's just like it's so. He can't even say it ain't good. I mean, oh yeah, the haters, man, he can't mess with this. Oh yeah, if you everybody trusts their own judgment. You see, but here's the thing: the general public, they dictate a lot of what you do because they're the ones that gotta buy it. See, this ain't like YouTube. You know, I can make a video, throw it out there. If you like it, cool. If you don't, F you. But see, you don't have to buy it. It's free. But when you're on that platform in that light, under those scopes, it's a problem. It becomes a major problem. Man, people been saying that forever, B. For real. They've been saying that for a while. Because they don't want to see another person excel to the top. JAYZ Volume One is a is a lyrical wonder world that a lot of people won't catch a lot of the rhymes and how much he was really spitting on Volume One. Volume Two became a lot of commercial BS. And once he got hot off the ante, first it was "Can I get a what?" And once he blew up off that, and Ja Rule was on that, and you know, Ja Rule kind of blew up by being on that Hard Knock Life tour, and they got a chance to see Ja Rule, and he come out there with all his energy like a live wire, and all the chicks looked at him like mini DMX, which was supposed to be Drag On. So, oh, of course, I listened to a lot of the old classics. See, that's when Rockefeller was Rockefeller. They had their own sound. They used to hear the old funk sound back in the day, all the old tracks, and they were the ones rapping on that stuff first, and they had a distinctive sound. So that's why you listen to Reasonable Doubt. It has a grown man approach to it. Can't Knock the Hustle, all of these old classic songs and beats, and they had it what they called and defined the Rockefeller sound. And you hear Reservoir Dogs and all of that, you know, it's like okay, even Jay-Z and Biggie when they first featured, when they took the Ohio Players beat, Biggie heard that beat and he wanted it immediately, and he basically did that feature for free. He's the biggest artist going at this time, and he did a feature for free. Mm, 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 mm. I was like, oh, that's Ecstasy by Ohio Players. I knew it immediately because I heard it in my household growing up. Oh no, wanna tell you, oh baby, no, your love is like ecstasy to me. and I never knew. Man, Biggie wrote that beat to perfection. Jay-Z put his lyrics in to perfection. Everybody was on point on that CD. My cousin jumped out the bed when he heard that track. He was in the bed, like, man, it's like 10 in the morning. What's going on? I'm like, dog, I went there to crack of dawn to make sure when they opened them boxes, I had the first one. They ain't even had that many. I had to cop that quick. Tap to separate the pros from the cons, the platinum from the bonds, the butter soft from the leather on the fawns. And that's on diamond from an I-class dawn. A rose nigga with a rose nigga. Brooklyn, sipping on. Cristal forever. I play the crib when it's mink weather. The mafias keep cannons in the Mark Buchanans. Usually Quattro Cinco. The shell sinks low. Tossing ya max slugs through the Nautica. I'm warning ya. Man, Big rolled that beat to perfection. Me and Gutter had two spots, the two for $5 hits with blue tops. I gotta go, Coolio, cause it's getting too hot. If Faith had twins, she probably had two pox. Get it? Two pox. Oh my God, that was a classic. Oh, the Camp Low. Yeah. I like Christian. Watching my life go down, cause I'm a hustler. Watching my life go down. They was really the first song on Rockefeller. Was Chris John. Watching my life go down, cause I'm a hustler. And I was like, man, what happened to Christian? I love the dope, ay. I love the dope. More than you know. Gotta let it show. I love the dope, ay. Speak my name, I'll make you dash like Dame. I love the dope. Those were like I said, if Cardi B would have just took the beat and made her own song to it, we ain't having this conversation. But she clearly heard Imaginary Players, the Jay-Z song, and wanted to remake it, or somebody told her to remake it, and it was a nightmare to listen to. I cut the damn song off after the first verse. I can't make it through the song. That's how just like, oh no, what made her do this? But when it started, it was like, oh no, What made her do this? This is terrible. Get it off. Oh no. She's still in the line. Oh no, this is even getting worse. It's getting worse. Turn it off. So that's what happened. I had to turn it off. That's how bad it became. Man, if you know how it is, then you'll understand what it's like. You feel me? But it's only one song. It ain't nothing to jump off the bridge on, but it is what it is. Anyway, man, thanks y'all for liking the video. Pay attention to the Patreon because it's going to be a big Patreon week. So definitely stay tuned. I ain't say kick me out. Goddamn, he was like, get out of here. Anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all. Once again, we doing it the way it's supposed to be done. We out.
Hi, I'm Carcino.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Oh, I don't know. Dude tried to kidnap me. I guess he think I'm ride share. And I'm like, no, you got the wrong dude. I ain't in no ride share. I know where I'm going.